Good morning, boys and girls. I am Miss Snap. I will be your reading teacher for today. Before we get started, I want to give you some reminders to help you prepare for second grade. Get ready. Let's go. Watch the alphabet chant video on the YouTube channel. Read the Decodable Reader for the week. Practice your high frequency word list, at least 5 new words a day. Read 20 minutes and complete your reading log entry. Don't forget, practice your handwriting by writing the letters A through Z in lowercase and uppercase. Don't forget, practice your high frequency words, writing them, the CVCE and the CVC words. And also, practice writing short and simple sentences. Let's get ready for our lesson. Today, we will review long vowel sounds and practice reading words with the magic E that gives the first vowel its name. Let's get started. Let's review some sounds we've already learned. Remember, when there is a vowel, then a consonant, and the letter E, then the magic E gives its voice to the first vowel, and that vowel says its long sound. It says its name. So what is the long sound that we hear? I can't hear you. Yes, we hear the long A sound. What's the sound? Excellent. Let's try another one, boys and girls. This time, the magic E is giving its voice to the letter I, and it will say its long sound. What does it say? Yes, it says I. The long I sound says what? I. Say it with me one more time. I. Good job. Let's try another sound. What do you think will happen when the magic E gives its voice to the letter O? Yes, that's right. It is going to make it say its long sound. What is the long sound for O? Yes, O. Say it with me. O. Now say it by yourself. I can't hear you. Excellent job. Do you remember what happens when the letters S and H are side by side? What sound do S and H make together? Here's a hint for you. Yes. Shh. What sound does S and H make? Let me hear you. Excellent. They make the sound shh, like in the word ship. Say it with me again. Shh. Great job. Now, let's practice reading words with sounds we already know. Look at the first letter in the word. What sound does B make? Good. It makes the B sound. What does the magic E at the end of the word do for the letter I? Yes, it gives its voice to the I, making it say its name. What is the long sound for I? That's right, I. So won't you tap out this word with me, and then we'll read the word together. Let's try it. B, I, K. Remember, the E does not say its name. So let's try it one more time. B, I, K, bike. Good. One more time. B, I, K, bike. Excellent job. Now, try it with someone in your home or give it back to me. Let's go. Excellent. You are so wonderful. Here's your next word. Let's look at the first letter in the word. What sound does the letter C make? Good. It makes the K sound. Say it with me again. K. Excellent. What does the magic E at the end do for the letter A? That's right. Yes, It gives its voice to the A, making it say its name. What is the long A sound? A. Say it with me again. A. Great job. Now, let's try tapping out cave. Ready? Let me do it first. A. V. Cave. Now, do it with me. Let's go. Cave. Cave. Excellent job. Try using that word in a sentence. I'll wait for you. Great job. Did you come up with something like, there was a bear in the cave? Let's move on to our next word. Okay, scholars, let's take a look at our next word. Look at the first two letters in the word. What sound does the letter S make? Yes. S, like snake. What about the letter L? Ooh. And what does the magic E at the end of the word do for the letter I? That's right. It gives its voice to the letter I, making it say its name. What is the long I sound? I. Tap out the word with me, and then we will read the word together. Ready? I, d, slide. Let's do it one more time. I, d, slide. Great job. Try using this word in a sentence. Listen to my sentence. I will slide across the ice. Great job, scholars. Let's move on to our next word. Scholars, here's your next word. What sound does the letter N make? That's right, it makes the sound. What does the magic E at the end do for the letter O? Remember, it gives its voice to the O so it can say its name. Why don't you say the long O sound with me? Let's go. O. Excellent. Now let's tap the word out together, and then we're going to blend the sounds to make the word. Ready? O, t, note. One more time. O, t, note. Here's your sentence. My teacher left a note on my desk. Now you try using the word note in a sentence. Good job. Okay, scholars, this is our last word. What sound does the first letter make? Let me hear you. B. Good. The O makes what sound when the magic E gives it its voice? That's right. Say the long O sound with me. O. And what about that next letter, N? What sound does it make? Remember, the magic E has given its voice to the O to make the long O sound. So the magic E is going to be quiet. Let's tap out this word together. Ready? B, O, bone. Let's try it again. B, O, bone. Good. What is this word? Bone. Can you use that word in a sentence? Think about it for a minute. Give me that sentence. Excellent job. You guys have done so good. I want you to give me some virtual jazz hands. Give yourself a pat on the back. Good job. Scholars, get ready and listen carefully to the engagement text, cubes and cones, that I will read out loud to you. I need you to put on your listening ears.
Okay, boys and girls, help me sing our transition song. Ready? Let's go. Gather round together, together, together. It's time to hear a story, a story, a story. It's time to hear a story and say what you've learned. Great job.
Scholars, we have 2 learning targets that we want to look at today. The first one says, I can retell important details from the text, cubes and cones. When we retell, that means that we give it back in our own words. Our second learning target says, using evidence from the text, I can answer questions about cubes and cones. Evidence is the information that we find in the story to help us answer questions. So remember, we want to look at 2 words. We want to remember retell, to give it back in your own words, and then we also want to remember the word evidence. That means finding information in the text. So make sure you have your decodable reader so you can follow along. Listen carefully as I read the engagement text, cubes and cones. Look around you. Take some time. You will see 3D shapes of every kind. How many 3D shapes can you find? A cube is a 3D shape. When you look at all 6 sides, they are all the same. A cube is a square everywhere. There is no rule for how to use a cube. Cubes can be used in many ways. Blocks are cubes. You can use blocks to build all sorts of things, a tower, a bridge, or even a castle. Sometimes when we play a game, we use something called dice. Dice are cubes with dots on each side, representing numbers. Have you ever played a game with dice? If you put water into an ice cube tray and freeze it, you get another kind of cube, ice cubes. You can put them in your drink to keep it nice and cold. Have you ever heard of a game called a Rubik's Cube? It is a big cube made of many little cubes. It is like a puzzle. Another 3D shape is a cone. Cones can be used in many ways too. A cone is solid, not flat. A cone is pointy at the top, like a pencil point, and it's wide and round at the bottom. In fact, the top of a pencil is a good example of a cone. Another example is a party hat. Now, let's go outside. Have you ever noticed an orange plastic cone on the side of the road? These are used to warn people if an area is unsafe. There are many things in nature that are shaped like a cone too. Mountains and pine trees and many more. A pine cone can have a cone shape. Many shells from the ocean also have a cone shape too. But inside or out, this is the very best way to use a cone. An ice cream cone. Yum! So look around you. Look around you. Take some time. You will see 3D shapes of every kind. Now, how many 3D shapes can you find? Pause the video and look around your house and see if you can find anything that is shaped like a cone. Go ahead, pause the video now. Think about the story that I just read to you. Do you remember what kind of shapes are in this text? Pause your video and take time to think about it. Let's look at some vocabulary and language. In this question, how would you describe something that is 3D? 3D. What does that mean? Could it mean something that you can see all of the sides? Think about this statement that was in the story. In the text, the author wrote, "These cubes will chill your drink." What does chill mean? Chill. Does it mean to kick back and relax? Or does it mean to make something cold? Now, let's dig a little deeper with some more questions to make you think. What would we call a shape that is like a cube but only two-dimensional. The last question we talked about things that were three-dimensional. What could two-dimensional look like? A square, that's correct. What things can you think of that are cube or cone shape? Think about it. Pause the video.
Okay, boys and girls, help me sing our next transition song. Ready? Let's sing. Now it's time to learn how frequency works together. It's time to learn about words readers and writers use a lot. Great job.
Let's look at 3 of our learning targets. The first one says, I can read words that play fair and don't play fair. So we're going to look at some high frequency words today. Our second learning target, I can read a word with a vowel in the middle and a silent E at the end. And the third target is, I can read and understand cubes and cones. In our first high frequency word, kind, it has a long I sound. While it isn't the magic E that makes the I say its name, the pattern IND does. Let's sound this word out. Kind. Let's use this word in a sentence. What kind of bike do you have? Great job. Our next word is mini. Does mini play fair? Let's sound out each letter. A. Yeah. Does the A say its name? Try using many in a sentence. Let's try another word. These. Let's see if this word plays fair. E. E. Do you hear the last E when we say these? What about the T and the H? When they are together, they say, remember? Does this word play fair? Try using the word these in a sentence. Take a look at this next word, your. How does knowing the word you in your help you read your? Y-O-U spells you. All we have to do is add the R sound to make the word your. Try using your in a sentence. Good job. The next word is to. The first letter says T. When we blend two O's together, they make the oo sound. Say it with me, ooh. So if we blend these letters together, T, ooh, we have to. Try using the word to in a sentence. To, T-O-O, means also. Try this next word on your own. Fly. Fly. Say the sounds the letters make as you see them. I can't hear you. What about this letter? Yes. Ooh. And the last letter? Yeah. If you blend those letters together, do they sound like fly? So does this word play fair? Try using fly in a sentence. Our last word is take. This has the magic E. So it makes the A say its name. A. Let's sound this word out together. A. Remember, the E is silent here. So the word is take. Use this word in a sentence. All right, scholars, let's do some more work. You will need your pencil or a crayon or a highlighter as you get your decodable reader, Cubes and Cones, found on page 40 of your distance learning packet. You will read with a partner or read out loud to yourself. And I want you to circle or highlight all of the high frequency words that you can find. Pause the video, and when you come back, we'll do the first one together. Okay, detectives, I need you to put on your detective caps, and I want you to see if you can spy some high frequency words. I'm going to do the first one with you. A cube is a 3D shape. There's no rule for how to use a cube. Cubes can be used in many ways. Did you spy a high frequency word? I did too. I spied many, so I circled it with my purple crayon. Now, I want you to finish reading the decodable reader with a partner or someone in your house, and I want you to try and find these high frequency words. One should be on each page. Good luck. Don't forget, pause the video. I'll see you shortly.
Okay, boys and girls, help me sing our next transition song. Ready? Let's go. It's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. It's time to practice what we learned. It's time to go to work. Good job.
First graders, you have worked so hard today, and I am so proud of you. We have one more activity to work on. So turn to page 40 in your distance learning packet. Make sure you have your pencil. Today, I want you to practice writing each high frequency word 2 times. So I want you to use this activity sheet to complete that. I'll see you shortly. Wow, you guys have really worked hard today. You have done so well. But I have one more question for you. Think about everything that you did today. What did you do today that is helping you become a more proficient reader? Think about that question. First grade scholars, thank you for learning with me today. I look forward to teaching you again real soon. Don't forget, watch the alphabet chant video on the YouTube channel. Read the decodable reader for the week. Don't forget to practice your high frequency words at least 5 times a day. Read 20 minutes and complete a reading log entry. Practice your handwriting with the letters A through Z, upper and lowercase. Practice your high frequency words. Practice writing CVCE and CVC words. And practice writing short and simple sentences. I'll see you next time. Get some rest.